Hi there, we're ADV Marketing, a marketing agency that develops high-quality and cost-effective marketing materials. Our relationship-driven business model and customized marketing solutions makes us the perfect partner for small businesses looking to grow. I'm your host, Lina Rice. Join Sarah and me here on Marketing Matters every other Monday to discuss business-to-business marketing topics. Now let's get into the episode. Sarah. We're back on the podcast.
I know, but something's different.
Something's really different. So if you're listening to our podcast, you can't tell what's different.
Yeah.
But we are now a visual and audio podcast.
So exciting.
So we have a YouTube channel.
Yay, us.
I always wanted to be a YouTuber when I was a kid.
Oh, look at you.
I know,
You've really grown. Yeah.
It's 2023.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I really can't believe it. Which may or may not be because it's actually 2022.
We love filming in advance.
Productivity. If you are a business owner out there, you understand getting things done before the end of the year because
Yes.
the new year comes and there's a lot to do.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. So Sarah, you want to tell us what we're going to be talking about today for marketing?
Yes, so it's one of my favorite topics as creative director for ADV Marketing, and that is setting marketing goals and objectives and how they match business objectives,
I know.
which is on everyone's mind right now.
Yeah,
Either
with the new year.
if you're planning a budget or if you're planning just where your business is going to be at the end of next year, then objectives and goals are on your mind.
Yeah.
And you're wondering, how do you set them? What should they look like? Am I reaching too far? Am I not reaching far enough? All of those questions, and then how all of the functions in your business work towards that goal.
I know.
So I'm really
So
excited
great.
to talk about this topic. And also, you just led a session for our internal goal setting.
Yes,
for
that was so fun.
So it's a very topical
It
topic.
is. It really is because you've been doing this for clients for the
Yeah.
whole month of December. But it's not too late. Don't worry. If you did not get it done in December, it is totally okay.
Yeah.
You can do this in January. You can
Yeah.
do this in February. You can do this in August. Because at the end of the year, at the end of the day, I have the end of the year on my brain.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the new year is a very relative term. Like, you can start your new year whenever you want. So, start now.
Yeah. Especially with setting objectives. It's like that thing where everyone feels the need to set New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
But, like, don't limit yourself to New Year's. Like, you
know.
can set goals whenever you need to set them.
I know.
And even, like, a year might be an arbitrary timeline for you if you are setting goals. 6 months might be more right for your business, depending on how your business operates and all that good stuff. So, yeah, I'm really excited to talk about it because I think a lot of people don't know how marketing can help them reach their business goals.
Yeah.
And how it can help reach your target revenue or target profit or whatever you're setting as your key metric. So it's gonna be a good one.
So funny you talk about New Year's resolutions because I was doing some statistics hunting because we love to talk about facts on Marketing Matters.
We do.
So my facts were I was researching about goals and only 20% of people set goals to begin with, which is not, seems really low.
Yeah.
But apparently that's true.
Yeah.
Somebody found that out. I don't remember the source. I'll link it. But out of those 20 people, only 30% achieve their goals.
Uh-huh.
So today, one thing that I think you will be really helpful in doing is talking about how do we help businesses achieve their goals? Because that's what you want to do as a business.
Yeah.
But don't feel discouraged if you're like, oh, well, only 30% of people actually achieve their goals. If you set a goal, you're 4 times more likely to achieve your goal than if you did not set a goal.
Yeah.
So set your goals.
Yeah.
It's totally okay if you don't hit them every time.
Yeah. All the self-help books that talk about writing things down, it's actually true.
It is.
Yeah.
And
It makes a
also
difference.
telling other people because then you're accountable, which is why we just set goals as a team for individually, and then our owner set a goal for the whole company. But and we're going to be doing quarterly check-ins to see like how's your goal going because that's always nice to know.
Which is super similar to how we approach setting goals for the marketing objectives that we set for businesses that we work with based on their business goals.
Yeah.
So let's talk about business goals.
Let's talk about it.
And how marketing fits in with them.
So, okay. So you've set your business goals,
Yeah.
right? Ideally, by this point in the podcast where you're picking up, you know what your business goal is. We're going to help you figure out what is your marketing goal, because the way that I see it is marketing is the how you achieve your business goal.
Yeah.
Because we are the artillery to your sales team's infantry. So your sales team is ultimately, ideally, going to be involved in your business goal, but then the marketing helps them get there.
Yeah. I'll back up. So
go for it.
In a business model, like if you were learning about business in a class, and you were talking about like the value chain, so the chain that value is added that eventually gets passed off to the customer when they buy your product. Marketing is the part of the value chain that is throughout all of it and is considered a completely necessary function, because without marketing, you don't go to the market. So without marketing and sales, no one buys anything.
Yeah.
So that's how I see marketing objectives when we set them for clients function. That's how I see them function for the business. And maybe
you're a business owner who's never done formal marketing before, and you're like, well, I get sales. So don't worry. Marketing comes in all shapes and sizes. Yeah. Word of mouth is a very popular form of marketing. Yeah. But that is under the marketing umbrella.
Yes.
So it's totally okay if you've never done any social media or advertising or any of that. That's not the only way to market your product.
Marketing encompasses a lot.
It really does.
Setting objectives based on a business objective is how we focus it.
Exactly.
And we know exactly what to include in the marketing plans that we are creating for clients.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example that's hopefully more tangible than talking about like key concepts or ideas.
Sure.
So for clients that we work with, typically they have their stakeholder meeting where they say, this is where we want to be.
Yeah.
At the end of 2023, this is the revenue we want to generate for different revenue streams.
It's almost always related to money.
Yes, well, as it should be.
Yeah, makes sense.
And so they set those business objectives, and then we set a meeting with them, and we asked them point blank, how much money you want to make next year? Like, where do you see yourself? What is your goal? What is your direction? What do you want to change? We have to know all of that. If I'm talking about the deliverables that clients get, we put it in a spreadsheet up at the very top, because in the end, everything leads back to that, and that's where everything starts to funnel down from. Yep. So the idea is everything is related to your objectives so that your return on your investment is going directly into where you want to be.
Yeah.
And the direction you set. Under that is the marketing objective that we come in and say, okay, if this is where you want to be, this is how marketing can help you get there. Yeah. And it's the steps that we're taking that enable other functions of your business, whether it's your sales team, product team, whatever your business looks like, this is how marketing plays a role in that.
Yes.
And then we set our standards for success in that. So what is our objective in marketing speak, in our language, and what are we measuring to define that success? And then we recommend that based on our marketing experience, the business owner or our client, whoever our point of contact, has a say in that. And then out of that comes our communication objectives. Yeah. Because marketing's so broad, and we can set the overall objective for marketing. We have to then think about what are we implementing to meet that objective? Yeah. And then how are we measuring that component's success? It's a lot. But establishing that up front establishes the direction for everything we plan after that.
And that's kind of my point that I wanted to make, was everything should tie together to your business objective, no matter what it is, whether it's marketing or not marketing. Everything your business does should tie to your business objective, and marketing is no different.
Yep. Marketing is meant to drive revenue, not create great content.
Yep.
Unpopular opinion, maybe. Not unpopular opinion. It's probably like an unknown opinion.
I feel like people don't talk about marketing and revenue, but they really do go hand in hand.
If your marketing's not generating revenue, it's not working. So that's why we go through this extensive process of having the business objective established up front, and then making sure that what we're doing matches it.
I completely agree. Yep. I think you're so right. So, okay, Sarah, let's take a step back.
Okay.
I'm a business owner. Okay, we're gonna pretend.
Okay.
I'm not a business owner, but
I was like, you got a promotion. No. I'm so excited for you, Lina.
I'm not a business owner, but just pretend.
Okay.
Okay. If I came to you and said, Sarah, I've never done marketing before.
Yeah.
Not formal marketing. I've never done formal marketing.
Yeah.
I own a business.
Yeah.
I know what my business objective is. I want to make $1 million next year.
Yeah.
Okay. Walk me through setting my marketing objective. What is that process? Like, what are the point blank steps that they need to go through to get there?
Yeah. So depending on the type of business that you have, so I'm going to assume you're
okay.
B2B.
Let's go with a B2B business because that's our market.
Like our clients. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're B2B, what I'm thinking about when I'm setting a marketing objective for what we're going to do for you, I'm thinking about the account-based marketing and inbound marketing approach that we use. So account-based marketing and inbound marketing, if you don't know.
Just give them a quick snippet. I think we've talked about these on some other episodes as well.
If you don't know, listen to one of those episodes for sure. But account-based marketing is how we have a very targeted approach to creating content. And inbound marketing is another name for content marketing. So it's all of the organic content that we're creating on your website, LinkedIn, every other avenue, downloadable flyers in general that you print and take to trade shows, emails, all of that is inbound marketing. And then account-based marketing is how we're targeting it so it's effective. So it's a combination of those two. So when I'm setting marketing objectives, I'm thinking about the key concepts in those two ideas. So account-based marketing has an identify, engage, and contact phases. And then inbound marketing is content, so the content implementation plan. But then also in marketing, you're always thinking about the customer and their journey. So in a typical customer funnel, you have awareness, consideration, evaluation, buying. I think I skipped a thing, but maybe I'll include the customer funnel in the show notes. But in general, it's like
you
awareness.
Can Google it.
Yeah, it's awareness, and then you're considering things, and then you're buying things. Like that is the high level.
And every funnel is different.
Yes.
A lot of companies will create their own funnel. So you might have companies that have a 7-step funnel. Ours might have a 3-step funnel. Like whatever. You just kind of gauge it based off of your structure.
And your customer too. So whatever journey they're going through, I'm also thinking about that. So if you came to me and said that you wanted to make $1 million next year, I would ask you, where are you now?
Okay, let's pretend that I made, I don't know what's realistic. I'm going to throw out a number. It's going to be terrible.
Say 750.
Okay, I made $750 last year.
Okay.
I have a sales team, an established sales team. But
with contacts?
Yes, but I don't have a marketing team.
Do you have a CRM?
Yes.
A CRM is a customer relationship management system?
Yeah. Yes, we're going to go with yes.
Okay.
And then most B2B businesses have a CRM.
Yeah.
So we're going to go with it.
If you have a CRM, do you have prospective clients? Like
Yes. Sounds
list?
Amazing.
Okay, cool. So if you know...
I know who our market is.
Okay, cool.
I know who our market is.
But you might not necessarily know specific companies you want to target yet. But you know who your market is.
Yes, I know that I sell to these people.
Yeah. Do you have anyone in the funnel right now? Like any client?
Because nobody ends the year with everyone out of the funnel. So we'll say that there's a couple people at every stage of the funnel.
A couple warm leads.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, you're pretty standard for lots of B2B
That's what I was
companies.
trying to do.
Yeah. Pretty standard. You have a pretty ambitious growth objective, but at the same time, you have a pretty solid sales effort going on, which is good because you're investing in actually growing.
Yeah.
In that case, I would say that we would start kind of in the awareness and consideration phase. So we'd want to get a benchmark for how well you're known in the market, which is... We really tap into your sales team to know that.
Sure.
So we ask them
I have
questions.
a business development specialist who is happy to talk to you.
Yeah, who knows the market, knows where the level is, has the conversations. I talk to them. After I establish how much people are aware of you, then I'm thinking about, okay, then what is the obstacle that the clients are facing in choosing you as the vendor that they want?
Which I don't know that.
Yeah. So with that, my marketing objective would probably be aligned with consideration, given the fact that you sound pretty established, given the fact that you're making $750 and you have a whole sales team who are not sitting on their butts all day. So they are going out into the field and talking about you.
Yes.
So that's pretty good.
I send them to a lot of conferences.
Yes. So you have a pretty good established foundation. you always want to focus on awareness and making sure you are known in the
Right.
industry, but I would take it a step further for the marketing objective and start thinking about how we're going to effectively increase consideration and what metrics we're going to use to measure that. And when I
Okay.
say increase consideration, I'm talking about like, how do we make you a credible resource?
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah. So that's my thought process.
Okay.
In a very small amount of time.
Yes. No, we're just trying to give a baseline.
Yeah.
So that if we have a business owner out there who's like, okay, I want to create a marketing objective, where do I start?
What does
Now
that
they
look
know where
like?
to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Asking questions. is where to
So,
start.
Sarah,
Yeah.
give us some examples of marketing objectives that you could end up with when you go through that process.
Okay, I will. So thinking about the clients that we worked with, a lot of them get clients based on the credibility that they establish in the industry.
Sure.
Especially considering the fact that we do work with people who are setting standards in terms of their abilities,
Yeah.
engineering analysis,
Yeah.
technology, all that good stuff. So being a subject matter expert really brings in business because your
It does.
reputation precedes you and
Right.
brings business. So with that, one of the marketing objectives was to increase the credibility of a certain SME by doing X within a year. And
Sounds great.
with that, the metrics that we would measure to do that had to do with reach and engagement, because reach, one, measures how many
Yes.
people you're talking to in the market. So it's a very
And you measure this
awareness
through
heavy.
LinkedIn.
Yes. Digital channels, LinkedIn and websites.
Okay.
And also trade shows, because a lot of
Oh,
people
yeah.
don't realize that there are a lot of measurement opportunities when you're
There
talking to
are.
people, and it can be weird to be like writing down who you're
I
talking
know.
to, but it's really important when you are maintaining a CRM
Yeah.
or you're trying to track those leads. Like, you can't just do it all from memory. You
Right.
lose stuff. So tracking trade show interactions, conversations, lunches, all that good stuff goes back into measuring that objective.
Totally.
And then along with that, engagement too. So are people engaging with the SME in conversations?
Yeah.
Are they presenting at conferences? Are they invited to do research projects? That kind of thing. So that all goes into measuring how well we are lifting up the reputation of the SME.
Yeah. I think that's a great example.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. So, are there other channels other than a website and LinkedIn that you can achieve your marketing objectives through?
Yeah. Like I was talking about, trade shows are so common in B2B.
They are.
And
very effective.
Yes. They can really be a huge part of an effective marketing
Which,
campaign.
you know what's really interesting? And I'm going to bring up, so a couple episodes ago, we dove deep into, we went to, what was that thing called?
A panel?
Yeah.
Yeah, a panel.
We went to I was thinking of the name, but that works. We went to a panel discussion, and one girl actually talked about how she's been able to prove to her company that she works for, because she works in their marketing department, that trade shows make money. So essentially, her thought process is really interesting, and so I thought I'd share it with you business owners, because it would be very interesting and helpful for you,
Yeah.
which is ultimately what she does is she tracks, just like you were saying. They write down everyone that anyone meets with. So say they sent 5 engineers to this conference. They have each engineer, they have them on a spreadsheet. They put down how many lunches they went to with who. They look at all the meetings that they had. Did they speak? Who did they meet at, just like out and about? And then they look at how much the trade show cost them to go to. Then they compare that to what it would have cost them to do the exact same thing on location for each of those individual clients.
Yeah. It's a really good cost benefit analysis.
Yeah, it's a real good one. So if you're looking for a way to prove that trade shows are worth your time and money,
Yes.
you might do something like that.
And not to say exhibiting at trade shows. You don't necessarily have to go all out with
No,
your
not
exhibits.
always.
Just going to a trade show and being where your clients are
Exactly.
is really worthwhile.
It is.
So
Especially
that's
the big ones.
yes.
We have a big one coming up for like 5 of our clients.
Yes. And it's very important. That's why we're busy.
It is.
So that's going to be a really good opportunity for them to make connections with the clients, because in the account-based marketing concept, contact is the last phase.
Right.
Like, you can create all of this really great content, but if you're not using it to warm up those leads for your sales team and eventually have those conversations and
Yeah.
lunches, then you're not taking advantage of the leads that are being generated.
I know.
So that's why they're so important. But website, LinkedIn, trade shows. I'm trying to think of what else. Occasionally, print media can be used if you have the right tracking systems, like QRs.
QR codes are so helpful.
You can track who sees them. They're imperfect, but they are a tracking mechanism.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think what else. There's so much in
There's a lot of
B2B
options.
marketing. Yeah, events, emails is one. Emails can be a
Newsletters.
key preliminary contact tool that you can use for into the funnel. So that basically, when we set that objective, that's setting the direction for what we recommend to our clients for next year.
Totally. I think that's great. Do you have any last thoughts or advice to our business owners out there?
Be specific. I would really say, like you can really want to make money, but if make money is your goal for next year, you're not going to get anywhere because it's not specific.
Highly recommend SMART goals.
Yes.
And if you don't know what a SMART goal is, it's specific,
measurable,
attainable, realistic, and time bound. Google it. You'll be able to find a worksheet on it.
Yeah.
Super helpful.
Yes, a well-known concept, but that's how I structure our marketing goals for sure. And then based on how the company structures their business objectives, I try and fit that into the SMART. It's not always exactly right, but I try and fit it in. Because you do have a time frame. You do have like a year.
Yes, exactly.
And then it's just whether or not you have the measurable and the attainable and all that good stuff.
Right.
But in the specificity, you can't, I think people are scared of being specific because it means you might fail.
And that's okay.
But business is all about
Not
success
failing.
and failure. But it is. It's about experimenting. And then if something's not working, you redirect. And you don't know if something's not working if you don't be specific about what you want it to do. So that's important. Don't forget that.
Good advice.
Thank you.
Good advice. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed our podcast. It's so weird. Y'all can see us now, so we have to dress nice.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I know. Before we would before we had to hold our hands because we would hit the mic.
Yeah. Whoops.
Yeah, I know.
But now I'm like,
too much.
Hands.
Well, this was so much fun.
It was.
So great. We will see y'all on the next episode. Be sure to subscribe, rate the podcast, leave us comments, whatever. We want to know what you want to hear, so definitely reach out to us and let us know what episodes you want to listen to.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.